Night. Alright, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Bobby Van Cleve. I'm a senior here at Gonzaga. This is my first time ever doing stand-up. It's kind of been like a lifelong dream of mine, so I started my New Year's resolution off right. But I got some rules to cover, because this is my first stand-up. So number one, if my leg just starts shaking like that, I A, do not have to go to the bathroom, B, do not have Parkinson's, and C, I'm not horny, because I found out in Filipino culture that means you're horny, but besides the point. I'd like to thank all of you that are drunk right now, too, because I really need your laughs. I mean, I tried to get them to make this a brew house, so we could have a few brouhahas, but, they really weren't going for it. The other comment, if all of a sudden, because my heart's like racing like this, if I have a heart attack or pass out, can you quickly decide amongst you who is the most attractive person in this room so that they can come and revive me? And I hate to discriminate, but men need not apply, okay? I know I'm a good-looking guy, but... So, like I said, I don't do this very often. My day job is going to be as an accountant. But... ever since I was a little kid, I knew I was going to be an accountant. I mean, negative numbers make me feel uncomfortable. That's not supposed to happen. You can't hold the negative number in your hand like you can hold real money, and if you could, I bet it'd feel really gross. Also, all my great friends are super nerdy, especially the accountant ones. I mean, I have friends that play a drinking game called What's Your Tax Filing Status? And all I have to say is that if you're married, filing separately, you are screwed. But, I did have dreams when I was a little kid. I didn't wake up one day and was like, oh, I want to be a CPA. And a lot of people give me a hard time. They're like, why do you want to be an accountant? That's all like corruption. You're going to steal people's money and all gross and slithery. But I mean, my dreams, I really didn't have that many other options. The other two things I wanted to be was a governor and a pro golfer. And if anything, last year showed those are more corrupt than I am. Eliot Spitzer, he's got call girls. Governor Sanford is going down to Argentina to see his mistress, and A, I don't have enough money to do that, and B, I don't have enough Sky Miles. I mean, where are they getting all the money to do that? The worst one, the one that got to me so bad, was Tiger Woods. I mean, I looked up to this guy forever. And, my dad's like, oh, if you want to be like Tiger Woods, you got to play 9 holes a day. So I was out there in the backyard hitting stuff, getting good. But now, he has 12 mistresses. So on top of playing 9 holes a day, I have to have 12 mistresses to be the best golfer in the world? That takes a lot of talent. I can't juggle that. If you have 12 mistresses, odds are one of them's always pissed off, and they're always competing with each other. I mean, I'm from Salt Lake City. Polygamy, it's the man, all right? And the third wife's always hating the second wife, and the first wife doesn't like the second or the third wife. But with Tiger Woods, it's like top 10 basketball. You make the jump from 12 to 6, high five, let's go, you're going to the Final Four, baby. But in case Tiger Woods doesn't come back to golf, I got a couple career suggestions for him. Number one, I think he should become a rapper. If you have that many women when you're a rapper, you're not sleazy, you're the coolest guy in the room. And what else does it take? You have to have a lot of money and a cool name. He already has a lot of money, and I got his cool name for him. 5-iron. It's like 5-iron and 50 Cent in the club blowing it up. I could buy him a rhyming dictionary, and then he just has to throw a bunch of swear words in there. And then he'll be good to go. And his other option could be to be a country singer. He can sing a song like, oh my God, my wife hit me in the face with a 9-iron. He lost his wife, he lost his truck. That is the basis of a great country CD. Like I said, I'm an accounting major, so, English is not really my thing, and there's just some expressions I don't understand. And the big one being, if these walls could talk. Have anybody heard that expression before? First of all, that would be really loud all the time. I just picture myself in my room, hanging out, watching a little CNN, unwinding at the end of the day. The Oval Office comes on with the president, and my left wall starts yelling, oh, hey, right wall, that Oval Office chick is on the TV again. She got some nice curves, don't you like that? And he's coming on, he's like, dang, that girl's hot. I would love to spin circles in that room. And then, you know, if I bring a girl home at night, my ceiling just comes to life and it's like, that's my boy, get some! And I don't want to talk bad about the Spokane neighborhood, but if walls could talk, it would be really bad in Spokane. I don't want to know some of the things that's gone on in my house. It would start out like a real happy story in the Logan neighborhood, nice family moves in, but then they move out to the suburbs, and then this trashy family moves in, the guy's beating his dog and yelling at his kids. And then you got some drug dealer moving in, making crack in my living room, just hanging out. And then, you know, you got college students, and I don't even want to know what half of you have done in your house. I'd like you to keep that to yourself. But I think it could work out really well if you, like, wanted to check up on your boyfriend or girlfriend. It's like a DVR. You just go up to the wall, you're like, so my boyfriend said he just stayed in last night and watched a movie with his buddies. What'd he really do? Rewind. Oh no, he came home with like 10 girls and tons of beer, and he went all over the place, and you wake up in the morning, you're like, damn, living room wall, I trusted you. You know, one thing I wish they offered more, honestly, was like classes on women, because every woman's a little different. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I was like screw it up before I figured it out, so it's a problem for me. So I took some women's studies courses, but that's a bunch of lies. I mean, women's studies, all that I got out of that course was that I caused every problem that's ever happened. Vietnam War, that's my fault. Iraq War, that's my fault. Economy, it's my fault. I got out of there like, man, give me the number for the nearest sex change place. I need to get out of here. I'm causing all the world's problems. You know, and one of my life goals, I think, is to just one day be strutting down the street, and some chick looks at me and she just goes, because I made her go weak at the knees. Because that's how you find your future wife. I mean, if a girl looks at me and just goes, I'm like, oh, hey, girl, want to get married? You like me?